Get ready, ma. This will be 120 speed. Start. Mr. Chairman, sir, I am thankful to the honorable members for offering their views. Everybody expressed his sympathy for the farmers. There can be nothing more than that this for us. Some of our friends say that 70% people depend on agriculture. I believe that 100% people depend on it. If the stomach is empty, nothing runs smooth. Some of our honorable members are saying that production has declined and food grains are not available. It is not that there was no agriculture policy earlier and there is none now. It is not also not that we are running the government without any policy. Had it been so, we would not have commended the farmers. We would not have praised them that they have shouldered the responsibility of the whole country. Earlier, the population of the country was 34 crores, whereas it has exceeded 150 crores now. Earlier, we required 50 million tons, and now our requirement is 500 million tons. It is needless to say that still we require more food grains. We are moving ahead and expecting increase in agricultural production. On the other hand, nobody sees that production has increased. People will complain that they are not getting sufficient food. It is because every year there is an increase of 2 crores people in the country. How can it be checked? We shall have to think over it. There is no expansion in the land area. It remains static. We shall have to consider all these points. Everybody asks me about the agriculture policy and what I was going to do. A system is being followed right from the beginning that production increases in the same ratio. There should be cooperation from both sides. Nothing can be done single handedly. Our scientists are busy in research. Had there been no coordination and encouragement from the government, perhaps we would not have achieved that much progress. My efforts are also aimed at it. During the course of the debate, there was a reference to the committee. It was alleged that the recommendations of the committee were not implemented properly. They were discussed in the cabinet but were not implemented because of certain considerations. It is the demand of everyone, including the Home Honorable Minister, that the farmers should be paid remunerative prices for their produce. At the same time, inability to pay remunerative prices is also expressed. I feel sorry at the burning of wheat during the protest against staged on 6th. This pained me much because we are equally concerned about the welfare of the farmers. You people persistently raise the demand for payment of higher prices to farmers for their produce. Agriculture is my only vocation, which I did myself and did not pursue another profession. One honorable member inquired from me about the total land in my possession and whether I have distributed it or not. I would like to submit that I was the first person to have invited people for distributing land with ownership rights. You people can yourself witness how I have converted the barren land into the fertile land. The area which was once a desert now abounds in greenery and stands as a beautiful oasis. I love both nature and farmers. I love plants like my own offsprings. That is why I do not want to hurt the farmers' sentiments. Not am I against payment of remunerative prices to farmers for their produce. However, besides This we also have to think of the interests of the nation to farmers for their produce. While taking care of our farmers, farmers have voluntarily done a lot for the country. Farmers have got not involved in any sort of corrupt practice, that is black marketing, hoarding and profiteering. But if the demand is made for excessive increase in prices of agricultural products, it is not correct. Decision to import wheat is also opposed. It is another matter where the imported wheat has arrived or not. The ministry has stated that the wheat has not yet arrived. Can the purchasing of a medicine for a patient suddenly fallen ill be postponed for the next day if the medicine is available at higher price in the night? You have alleged that as per our promise we could not roll back prices within 100 days. How can it be achieved that way? We will have to see things in the right perspective and also to keep a proper check and balance between various things. If the farmer's interests are to be watched, then we will have to watch the interests of the common man too. We will have to consider the condition of the farmers and the poor both. Therefore, I announce the payment of bonus of rupees 50 per quintal on wheat over and above the procurement price. Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, I am extremely grateful to the honorable members who have participated in the discussion and expressed their views on the interim budget which I presented in the House yesterday. We have had a fruitful discussion on this subject. This is a routine exercise. The House is aware that I have come with the interim budget and I am pleading with the House to pass the vote on account for 4 months under very exceptional circumstances. I would like to place on record that what I have presented to the House is not my own creation. This government cannot be held responsible for what has transpired in the year in which is going by. There was another government in power. Most of us on this side of the house who are sitting on the treasury benches were in the opposition then, and most of the honorable members who are sitting on the other side of the house were either in the government or were supporting the government from outside. It is that government's work that we are discussing are the same I placed before the House yesterday. Now, sir, I have said very clearly that the revised budget estimates and the budget estimates for the next financial year do not reflect the thinking and the priorities of my government. I have said in my budget speech that it is our firm resolve to review the 5 year plan and to revise the budget estimates so that they reflect our thinking and priorities when I come before the August House with my regular budget.